Okay, hello everybody. Anybody there? I guess not yet. All right, we'll just wait a minute, see if anybody joins. Well, it looks like Tony's here. Howdy, Tony. You can click on the link and let me see if I can find that. Where's the join link? See where you can join in if you like. Sorry, I'm a bit new to this. I haven't done any of this. This is a whole new system that they set up for doing these live chats. So hopefully, clicking on the link, you'll be able to join in. Let's see. Tony, try clicking on the link. Let's see if you can join in. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's find out. I might have to look at this a little more. Sorry, guys. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. Ba-ba-da. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, let's see what happens here. Ooh, all right, Dave and Sarah. Hey, how's it going? All right. Well, we got some more people in here. So, well, we've had some chaotic days in the past couple months. Well, no, past year really. It's been the plague. It's been the plague. Oh no. It's been crazy. It's been really crazy. And we're going to see. Let's see. See if I can send Tony and Sarah an invite. Let's see. Sorry, guys. They changed everything on this. I don't understand the new one. So let me see. No, that's not it. All right. 7 people watching. Hey, everybody. Okay. Well, this has been a little bit goofy. This whole year has just been strange as hell, hasn't it? This has been bizarre. So let's see. Details, live chat. Go ahead and if you want to post anything, put it in the live chat and we'll discuss it through the live chat, I guess. So I'm still looking for, let's see. All right, let's see here. This is weird. Okay. Been awful. Why has it been awful, Tony? Simon, hey, long time no talk to, man. How you doing? Good to see you. This has been interesting. So, somebody try clicking on the link. Actually, let me tell you what. I'm going to post a link in the chat and see if that'll bring people in. There you go. I don't know if that'll bring people in or not. They have YouTube has completely revamped the whole thing here, and they've changed it. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get people in or not. We'll find out. We will find out. Let's see. What is this? That's the video link. Trying to figure out how to get people. Bill and Trish, howdy. Simon. Oh, Simon, sorry to hear about the pub, man. Wow, that's a bummer. Although it's given you a bit of an unintended vacation, which that's never good. That's never good at all. If we all need to make a living somehow. I have had to go back to working for a friend of mine. I used to work in the winter times before I was running things. And it's been a bit weird. I went back and he does, well, um, we do hospital equipment repair. And I've been going into a lot of hospitals and doing a lot of installs and repairs and doing all that. So it's been nuts, just trying to do this. I've been dressing up in hazmat suits, basically going into certain sterilization areas that are hot with the plague. That C word that YouTube doesn't like you saying. So yeah, not fun. Not fun. Let me see if I can find out. It says share live stream, but let's see. Anyway, well, if I can, how the hell do I get people in here? They used to have a link to where I could bring people on. Let's see here. Let's see if this link happens. Let's try this one. Tony, give this one a shot. See if you get in on this one. That's a different link. Maybe that one will work. So give that one a shot, Tony. I think, yeah, that's a different one. Let's see if we can get Tony in here. Oh, no. From the Lake Country. Let's see. Not working. Ah, you bastards. Oh, why is it not working? Let's see. Manage moderators. No, that's not it. Ho hum. Sorry, guys. This has got to be a pain in the butt. It's let's see. Let's take a look. Nope. There was supposed to be, they used to have it on here and they don't have it anymore. So we can work off of the live chat. That'll work as well. So just type into the live chat anything you want to say or anything you want to talk about. And we can go off of that while I continue to look for the damn thing to join. Let's see here. Video link. I think that's the same one, but let's try it anyway. Why does YouTube change everything so damn frequently? I think that's the same one. Darn it. So, all right. Where's the invite? There used to be an invite button and I could just invite people. And it's not doing it. Darn it. They try and make it better and they make it worse. So, anyway. Yeah. So anyway, I've been working for a friend of mine. We've been doing a lot of repairs in hospitals and surgical clinics, things like that. We're putting in all sorts of surgical lights, all sorts of stuff. So it's been weird. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, this whole plague thing isn't real." Well, I can tell you it is. I've had to repair some equipment in some morgues recently in hospitals, and there's a lot of bodies. A lot more than I used to see in the past. So no, this is definitely real. So it's pretty crazy out there. So, and especially what's going on. Simon, how's life in Colorado actually, as we only see the crap reporting on the news channels? Things are pretty good. It's cold. Ooh, yeah. It's I think the other night, about a week ago, it got down to about minus 30 Fahrenheit. So that's what, minus 34, something like that, Celsius. So, but yeah, I just been been keeping busy. The whole month of December, I was working full time. I mean, it was crazy. And yeah, you guys are getting some crazy stuff on the news, especially from what happened yesterday. Anybody have any questions on what happened yesterday? Because I was basically keeping an eye on it, an ear on it all day while I was working. And wow, I mean, this is insanity. I couldn't believe it. So, anybody have any questions? or anything that they'd like to say about it, even. That'd be great. So, and the participants is not working. Let's see here. Let's see here. How do we do this? Da, da, da. Well, we'll see here. Let's see here how YouTube works. Anyway, have you got snow? Yeah, we've gotten snow. Not any big storms recently. We've been getting about once a week or once every other week. We get about 2 or 3 inches, 4 inches. We did have almost a foot about a month ago, so that was pretty good. Um, we had a lot of fun doing that. So somebody's calling. Yep, nah, they can wait. I don't want to talk to them. Actually, it's nobody. So yeah, we're getting some. Typically here in Colorado, we really don't get a lot of snow until March or April. Those tend to be the really big ones. That we get those big storms where we get 2 or 3 foot, 2 or 3 foot of snow. So, but we haven't had that yet. So, but it's coming. Hopefully, it's coming. Last year, we were pretty much in a drought. We didn't get as much as we wanted. Hopefully, we'll get some more. So that'll be good. Have I still got my snowplow? Oh yeah, yep. Although I did take it off my Land Cruiser this summer because I did actually for once for years and years and years I have not had a chance to go four wheeling like I want. So and so I took it off because it gives no ground clearance at all. I mean, absolutely no ground clearance. So but I took it off and I've yet to put it back on, but we were able to buy an old well, not old, it's only a couple years old snowblower from a friend of ours, and we've been using that, and that's great. That was really good. So um so we haven't done that, but I probably will put it on here in the next week or so when it starts to warm up a bit and I'm not go out there and 10 below freezing to put it back on. So yeah, I'm definitely going to use that. I want to get that on before March. But yeah. So anyway, and any other questions? Let's see here. Live content. That's watching a stream. So I was hoping to be able to bring people on. Why do they have to change the damn YouTube dashboard all the time? I hate this. It's annoying. Okay. Anyway, so let's see if we can do this. Any bikers fun in my weather? Ice tends to be extremely difficult to ride on. So yeah, it's just there's sand on the road too. We don't use we grit. We don't use salt, but we do use sand up here, and they use a lot of it. So basically, after the first or second snowplow or snowfall, no, there's no riding. It's just all the curves and at all in front of all the stoplights and stop signs. There's just piles of sand, and that's just as bad as hitting ice. I mean, that is really bad. So it's I have not been riding. Believe me, I would love to. I've been undergoing biker withdrawal this whole summer. And since we have a company motorcycle, I don't personally own a motorcycle. Don't need to. I only went for a few rides this summer, and basically that was to go down to the Harley dealer just to get some service done and just to get some stuff done on it. I have not ridden as much as I want. However, I did get some work done on the motorcycle that I bought for my wife. So I was able to find out that the timing sensor on it was bad. So I got that replaced. I also found a few problems with the electrics, and that's a pain in the ass. Oh God, tracking that down is just horrible. On a motorcycle, it's horrible. On medical equipment or something, you got a wiring diagram and everything to go off of, and there's only one thing that doesn't work. So it's got to be a certain wire. But this is an old old Honda Shadow from the late '90s, and it is just a pain in the butt to work on. You got to take the tank off. Turns out that it was just part of the wiring loom. The insulation on the wire had rubbed off, and it was starting to ground out on a bolt. And that's why it was the worst one to try and diagnose is an intermittent fault, not one that just dies, because you can find that almost instantly. Finding intermittent faults, that is the absolute worst, because sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, and then you go looking for it and it's like, all right, yeah, and it's working perfectly. It's that old adage of you go through you take your car into the mechanic because you got a problem, and it's an intermittent problem. It's acting up all the way there and everything. You leave it with them, they call you up a day later and say, we can't find it. It's working perfectly. Nothing's wrong. And you're pounding your head on the table, just going, why? It's always that thing. So, Tony, how the dog is doing. For those of you who don't know, just a tiny bit over a year ago, we got the latest addition to our family. We got Orthus. He is a purebred German Shepherd. He comes from a working line, not a show line, and he's all black. He's a pretty dog. So let me see if I can get him here for you, show you guys. And he has been crazy. We brought him home last December 3rd, I believe, and it's been potty training, just having a good time with him. So Orthus, hey, come here, come on, come here. Oh, you gotta stretch first. He was laying down right by the bed. There he is. Stretch. Hey, come here. Up. Orthus, come here. Roar. Okay, yeah. There he is. Roar. Is that you? That's you barking. Is that you? Yeah. Huh. There you go. But that's Orthus. That is Orthus. Let's see who here is a nerd. All right, enough. I know you see yourself. I know you're not used to it. Okay, enough. All right, enough. That's you. Oh, he's very, very, very talkative. So, yeah, he's been great. He's been a wonderful dog. I was toying with the idea. I don't know if it would really be possible to actually take him on tour with me. And bring him along just for fun, Was that you? So anyway, he's a working line. So, hey, okay. So, who in the group is a nerd? Who in here is a nerd? Who knows the name of Orthus? Orthus. Where is that from? Let's see if anybody can do that. A little bit of trivia. We're going to have an extremely short pub trivia here. Well, it's not a pub, but hangout trivia. Let's see if anybody can get the name Orthus. It's not Ophis, Tony. It's Orthus. Orthus. All right. Everybody's doing their Google foo. What does the Google foo say? So let's see. Sarah, we managed to get in a few days riding last August up to Scotland. Oh, I'm jealous. I would love to go ride up there, especially in the northern area. My mate Chris, that works with us, he's driven me all over the place. We've ridden up there a little bit. It's beautiful. Is that another dog? That's you, dummy. That's you. I know. What? That's you. Yeah, I know. He's very talkative. Anyway, he's trying to say hello to everybody. 600 miles home in torrential rain. Bit different to the weather on 66. Yeah, well, it wasn't 120 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm sure. So pretty much anything can be better than that. Oh, now he's got his toy. He's still a puppy. He's not gonna. He loves playing. I got to take him on a 2.5 mile walk every day, and that's because he is a working line shepherd, not a show line. There you go. You got your toy. You happy? You go get a rope. Where's the rope? Go get a rope. Anyway, go get a rope. He'll figure it out. Dave says, God of the Underworld. No, not quite. You're kind of close. Three Musketeer. No, that was Prothos. That was a different one. That was something else. It's Orthus. Orthus. Or Orthurus. Orthus or Orthurus. You got to do the North Coast around 500 around Scotland. We also did it last August. I'm jealous. God. Thing is, I get to ride so much here in the United States, and I get to go all over the country. And the best time to go riding in other places, I can't. I'm working, except for this year, except for 2020. Except for 2020, I wish I could have traveled. I would have loved to gone to Isle of Man TT, Bulldog Bash, but I don't know. I think they were canceled, weren't they? So I would. There's 1,000 places I would love to go ride. One of on the top of my bucket list is south coast of Australia, the coastal roads around South Africa. I really want to get down to Patagonia. Primarily because my wife is Argentinian and she has family down there. So I got free places to stay. Yay. Anyway, so good to see you, Gary. Looking well. Talking to Chris Smith today and Brian. Oh, excellent. Okay. Well, hopefully Chris is doing good. Let him know we're on live. Or I'm on live at least. I don't know how the hell to get people in here. That's annoying as hell. We'll figure it out here in a bit. Anyway, let's see. Maybe if I add Tony as a moderator, maybe that'll work. We'll see. I added him. Don't abuse your power, Tony. You heard me. As a moderator, you can ban people. Don't do that. Don't do that. You'll be in trouble. So, anyway, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So far. This year's just been weird. It's been really weird. And of course, the events of yesterday just made things even weirder. Wow. I mean, I thought the election was bad, but I never expected this. I mean, I kind of thought lots of protests, unhappy people walking around, a bunch of butthurt people going, hey, I lost, boo-hoo. And, well, I didn't expect them to storm the Capitol building. That was going a bit extreme, even for me. So I was like, wow. So you were let's see. Denise, we were talking about alternative trips if we can't do Calgary this year. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't even go into Canada. They still have the borders closed. So we don't know if we're going to be able to go into Canada. So luckily, our tour guide is a local up there, and he won't have that problem. He lives in Calgary, so that's we like to make sure that we get the locals to do it because they know the good shit. So hopefully, what were you thinking of, Denise, Brian, and Denise? What were you thinking? Is there something else? We're going to try and do tours, as soon as it becomes feasible. We're doing our best to try and keep things going and make everything work, but we don't know what's going to happen. It's one of those just wait and see situations. So let me know what you were thinking about trying to do. I would like to see that. So, I'm just trying to see. Anyway, yep. Touring Scotland if they let us in. I know that there's, especially because of the Brexit thing, weren't they trying to revive the Scotland leaving the UK? I think Chris Smith might have mentioned something about that. They're trying again to do that. I mean, that's up to them. But have they shut down the borders or something over there? Or can you not go into Scotland? That's an interesting one. And like I said, I would love. I mean, I have Scottish heritage, so I would love to just spend a couple weeks in the spring or early fall riding around Scotland. Just get a bike and just head up there and just go everywhere. I mean, I want to go out to the Isle of Skye, way out there. But yeah, go out and go visit the areas where my family is from. I'm part of Clan MacLean, which is over on the West Coast. So I'd like to go over there and see that too. Check it out. Go check out the home of what is it, Davidson family. So and see the Davidson family and all that. Go check that out. But I would really want to ride over there. And as most of you know, I don't care if it rains. It doesn't matter. I'll ride in anything. Hell, I've ridden in snow, blizzards. Well, not blizzards, but snow and all sorts of crazy stuff. So it sounds like we went to Skye last year. How was it? How was Skye? I've heard that it's out in the middle of freaking nowhere, but it's beautiful. It's great. So I thought that would be really cool to go up there. Just because I like rural areas full of midges. Yeah, we got a lot of mosquitoes here too. So Eileen Dorian Castle. Oh yeah, the one in the Highlander movie. I would love that. That is so cool. That would be so cool. That is one of my favorite films of all time. The first one. The rest of them they were shite. Let's just face it. They weren't that good. I mean, Sean Connery was great in it. I mean, he was really good. That was really, really, really cool. So yeah, I'd like to get up there and see that. So, let's see. Can't go at the moment, but Skye is beautiful. There also, Scotland is close to us, and Trump is banned as well. Well, they got sense. Okay. You want to go to Orkney and Skye? Yeah, I would like to go to a lot of the Outer Hebrides Islands, and the Orkneys and all that. One, I love Scotch. Yeah, I think you guys know that. I've always loved Scotch. There's quite a few distilleries that I would like to go. I don't know if my liver would survive though. That might be a problem. So, Sarah, we are planning on going back this year after Thunder on the Glens if it's on. Yeah, this whole plague thing has just been bizarre. It really has. I realize that you guys are starting to see a lot more lockdowns too. You really are. That is unfortunate, but it's a necessary measure. I mean, we do have a plague going on. I can't use we got a virus. If it was something that we already knew about, something that we already had a cure for, like influenza, it wouldn't be that bad. Even if we had like a really bad influenza, like 1918, like the swine flu back or the Spanish flu, as I called it. You know, at least then we know the nature of the beast. We know what influenza is. But this is, that's why they call it, novel coronavirus. It's completely new. So we're learning a lot about it. So I'm trying to do some research while we're talking here. See if I can find out how. Let's see. Trying to find out how to add people, damn it. Let's see. Anyway. Anyone else have any plans for this coming year? Anyone else that something you're gonna try and do? Something any place that you guys would want to go if you're allowed? That would be that would be a good place to go, something you'd like to do. Sarah Lynch mentioned, Thunder in the Glens in Scotland. Anywhere else? Anywhere else anybody would like to go this year? Sturgis. Well, yeah, obviously. I know. I would like to go as well. It's I wasn't able to go this year. This is the first time. It's been a long time. Um, uh, for me that I haven't gone. So this is 2020 was the first year I've missed it in probably, geez, 8 or 9 years. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's just weird. So let's see, how many people do we have here? Well, it looks like we got 9 of us. So not as good as I was hoping for, but we'll see. But anyway, anyone else? Phil. Hi, Phil. Hi. Um, got a HD live wire, but range means short trips. Fun though. Yeah, but aren't there charging places where you can go and charge it? That should just have a regular charging port, doesn't it? Let me know about that. Um, I only saw one a few years ago when I went to the Harley dealer for the Long Way Down tour and saw it and rode it there, but I didn't look at the charging or anything. So got a tour. Let's see. Simon says got a tour planned for Picos and Europa, ready to go as soon as we are allowed. Yeah, that would be nice. So I would love to go do Stelvio Pass. That's another one that I really want to do. It's the one between, what is it, Italy and Switzerland. I want to do that one. Denise, have I heard from Jeremy recently? No, he's pretty much locked himself down. I just contacted him last spring, really, and said, "Hey, it's this year's a wash. I'll get in touch with you as soon as we find out what's going on and when we're going to do it." But yeah, it's I heard from him a few months ago, and he's doing okay. He's doing his regular warehouse job. That has not been. That's for a or beer and liquor distributor, I believe. So he's doing that. And, well, you got nothing to do except sit at home and drink. So, but he's not doing that. He's actually working. So that's good. But last time I spoke to him, he said he was doing good. So, yep. So, let's see. Have you seen The Long Way Up with Chilean Ewan McGregor? Yes. That was pretty good. I liked it. That was pretty good. Um, I'd like to actually do something myself. Um, I was thinking this spring, if we're not going to do any tours, I have to talk to David at Orange and Black at HE Travel and bounce the idea and get permission to use the motorcycle. And what I'd like to do is retrace the link, or not the Lincoln Highway, but George Wyman's route, the first man across America on a motorized vehicle, which happened to be a motorcycle. Well, motorized bicycle, basically, that he built himself. And he went all the way from San Francisco to New York City. And I've been doing a lot of research on it. A lot of his route later became the Lincoln Highway, the sister road to Route 66. It actually predates Route 66. So I would like to start in San Francisco. My sister lives there, so that'd be a great way to start. Go and see family, and then ride across the country and go all the way across the country. It goes across the U.S. a lot further north um, than Route 66. That's why Route 66 was so popular and was designed so it went more south so that it didn't have the problems with the weather. Because some of those states that I would be going through, it would be pretty darn cold even in the beginning. But I'd like to go all the way from San Francisco to New York City, do videos along the way, do live streams, and do that and just have fun doing it. I'll probably be camping 90% of the time. I'm old, but I still love going camping. So let's see. They rushed through the last few thousand miles. Yeah, they did. I'm chatting about the last time we were here. We'd love to do that trip from Phil. Yep. It's a long trip though. That is a really long trip. That's like 4,000 miles. So that is truly a transcontinental tour. And there's not a hell of a lot to see along the way. Um, it starts at San Francisco, then goes up through Sacramento, and then up and over to Lake Tahoe, over Donner Pass, over Donner Pass, and then through Lake Tahoe, and then part of US 50, the loneliest highway in the world, through Nevada, then cuts north, and then goes into Utah, goes right by the Salt Flats, Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, and then goes up around the north side of the Great Salt Lake. And that's right by Promontory Point, Utah, which is where the Transcontinental Railway joined up. So I'd probably stop at, I would have to stop there. I've been there once before, but I'd have to stop at Promontory Point National Park or National Monument, I think, one of the two. Then it goes through Salt Lake City, or just north of Salt Lake, and then continues on, goes east from there through Evanston, Wyoming, follows Interstate 80, pretty much all the way from there, all the way to Chicago. And then Chicago dips down through Indiana and then through Ohio, northern Ohio. It goes through it basically hugs the bottom of one of the Great Lakes through Indiana, and then goes into Ohio, and then up through a bit of Pennsylvania, New York, and then follows the Hudson River Valley down from northern New York down to New York City. But that's about a 4,500-mile ride. And he did it in 50 days on what would be the equivalent of like a 80cc motorcycle, motorized bicycle. And he was the first person to cross the United States on a motorized vehicle. He beat a car. He was the first one to do it. And he only beat him by a couple of weeks. There was another group that was doing it in cars that was going east to west, but he beat them. So I'd like to do that. And that's also part of my research on doing the Lincoln Highway. We've kind of put that on the table for now, just because we're not going to introduce any new tours until Lincoln High, or, like the Lincoln Highway or anything, until things stabilize, until, the plague gets stabilized, the business is on really good firm footing, again, which hopefully won't take long. So what else we got here? Let's see. Sounds amazing. Same here. Make a great round trip. That'd be a hell of a round trip. Although I would do it as a round trip if I could get to New York, and then I do a coastal tour, pretty much down along the seaboard. Go to Pennsylvania, go to Philadelphia, go visit Independence Hall, where our government was formed, and then from there head over to Washington D.C., then North Carolina, South Carolina. The Outer Banks of South Carolina are pretty; they're nice to ride along. Then down all the way down to maybe Key West in Florida, and up the west coast of Florida, and do like Cape Canaveral, and then down to Key West, and then up the west coast. Stop off in Clearwater and make fun of some of the Scientologists. Just kidding. And then move my way along the Gulf. Go to Mobile Bay. A lot of the other stuff, Mobile Bay, all that area. Been through there before. When I first started this, we actually had a Daytona tour that started in New Orleans and ended in Daytona. Well, actually went down to Miami to end it, Orlando. Sorry, Orlando. But yeah, and then worked my way through Texas and then back up home, I guess. Texas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, then back up home. But I mean, you could always continue all the way on an I-10 all the way back to Los Angeles and then back north up to San Francisco. But that'd take better part of probably 6 weeks as a tour. And it would be insanely expensive. It'd be one hell of a journey, though. It'd probably be at least 10,000 miles. So, anyway. Yeah, Brian. Yep. And yeah, how's your foot, man? You had a little bit of a mishap there. Hopefully you've healed up good. Everything's fine. And Jeremy was a star, man, helping you out the whole way. So he really is a good guy. He really is. He's pretty quiet, a little weird, but I love him. He's a good guy. So let's see, Tony. 9,000 mile tour would be cool, but don't know how the wallet would take it. Yeah, I'd put a pretty big dent in the retirement savings. I'll tell you that. But we'd ride down to the Keys. Let's see. Taking the piss out of C's. Great fun. Beep beep and then a gesture. So yeah, but I'm gonna see if I can clear it with David, and I don't know. We don't want to put a lot of miles on the bike if we're not, making money to do the repairs and the maintenance on it. That's the thing, depreciation, all that stuff. Um, but I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a good opportunity to get back out on the road, scratch that motorcycling itch that I got really bad. Want to go out and go ride, go have some fun. Like I said, I did a little bit, but nothing compared to what I normally do. I mean, I scratched the surface of what I normally do. So, but yeah, go and do that, and hopefully generate some interest. Um, Maybe in the Lincoln Highway or something, and just go have fun going across the country. And of course, you know me, I would research the hell out of it and find every bizarre little place along the way to stop off at. Stuff like Harley and Annabelle. Harley. The go see something like that, because I know there's more places like that along the way. I've already researched a lot of Lincoln Highway, and the Lincoln Highway was a big part of this. Well, the Lincoln Highway was basically put down on a lot of his route. So yeah, there's some loony stuff out there that I'd have to stop off at. Maybe do a detour when I get up into the Dakotas, through like around South Dakota. Take a detour, go north out of Nebraska up to South Dakota to go to Carhenge. There's a loony guy up there. He took a bunch of old cars and arranged them like the stones at Stonehenge. Kind of a different take on Cadillac Ranch on Route 66. So maybe take a detour up there, and just down the road from there in DeSmet is where Laura Ingalls Wilder's. That's where Family Farm was, the final one, from Little House on the Prairie. Maybe stop off there. They preserved it. It's now a kind of a memorial to them and everything. So yeah, but maybe stop off there and then jump back down on the route again. But yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. So let's see. Don't we all? Yep. Yeah, Brian and Denise. Yeah, fool. Yeah, it's okay. I just want to ride soon. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I am itching to go somewhere. I mean, I really would like to. If unfortunately a friend of mine who was into ice racing on motorcycles on frozen lakes, he was a bit mental anyway. Every once in a while, he'd give me some old tires. He'd run 2 or 3 races on them, and they were the ice racing tires that had 2-centimeter spikes. I mean, these big old tungsten carbide spikes. And he'd take the spikes out and just give me the tires with that. And I bought some spikes and put them in. I would actually ride in the wintertime on snow and ice. And you should have seen some of the looks I get from people in cars. It was hilarious. I would be riding by them on the motorcycle, basically in a blizzard, on my personal bike when I had it. I'd be riding by them while they're spinning their wheels trying to get up the hill, and I'm blowing by them on the motorcycle with spiked tires. But you can't run those things all the time. You can barely run them every once in a while. The reason he'd give me the tires is after about 2 or 3 races, the screw-in mounts that are embedded in the tires for like studs and stuff for the spikes, they'd start to tear. The rubber around them would start to tear, and he couldn't rely on them for racing. So $500-$600 a tire, plus another $300 or $400 just for the spikes, because they were usually tungsten carbide or hardened steel. Which that's just insane. But I mean, this guy, he's out there racing on a frozen lake, doing 70 miles an hour on solid ice. It was nuts to go watch him. Although hitting it, if you go down, hitting it is good and bad, is what he told me, is because the initial impact of hitting the ice, that hurts. But then after that, all you do is just slide. And he says if you're doing 30 or 40 miles an hour, you'll slide a few hundred yards. But lake ice, he says, it's also pretty damn bumpy. So he did wear some protection. So let's see. Dave, apart from going to Scotland and back, only rode about 500 miles last year. And yeah, unfortunately, I didn't even get that much in. I got maybe 100 miles. I mean, really, and some of the trips that I took were just to just keep the bike, keep the cylinders oiled and everything. And even then, I would just go out and just start up the motorcycle, rev it a little bit after a while, just to get the oil flowing through the engine to make sure that, everything was staying oiled. We didn't get any corrosion or rust inside there because from non-use. So, and it's still just sitting outside right now. So, anybody else have any plans? What are the plans for everyone when we decide to when we're allowed to do this again? When we're allowed to go out and about again? When the lockdown is over, we got herd immunity. We can actually go back to some semblance of what life was like before. What are you guys' plans? Let me know. Tell me in the chat. Type it in the chat. For those of you on your phone, I'm sorry. I know it's hard to type in the chat on your phone. That's always a pain in the butt. So, I'll probably do you know what? I'm going to do another one of these probably this weekend, maybe Sunday. And I will figure out how to bring people in, damn it, because this is annoying the hell out of me. I would really like to have everybody or a bunch of people in here. So let's see. When Fee and I bought her wee Harley back from the first 500-mile service, we got caught in the snow on the way home. Scary on the Beamer. Yeah, higher center of gravity. And does that. Actually, is bad conditions is actually when you kind of want a low center of gravity on the bike. So Welsh National and the National Rally. Okay, that's what Tony wants to do. Tony Shaw. Oh, and by the way, Tony, I'm type 2 diabetic. You're trying to kill me with fudge. You keep sending me this fudge. You're trying to kill me, right? Yeah. It's appreciated. Don't get me wrong. Laura loves it. I had one piece. That's all I can do. And thank you for the tea. Good tea. Good tea. It's hard as hell to find good tea now. All the imports from the UK have like gone to nothing. It's hard. I used to be able to get PG tips and Yorkshire Gold and Yorkshire and the good, and, some good Twinnings loose tea, but it's getting really hard to get now. It's unfortunate. I'm drinking coffee now, but damn it. But thank you very much for the tea and the fudge, because that fudge is, oh God, that stuff is good. Oh, that's dangerous. Trying to make my wife fatter, are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see where you are. So, road nav rallies. The fudge is for the wife. Okay, thank you, Tony. Well, she definitely ate it, so yes, and she says thank you too. She's at work right now. She goes in about 2 or 3 times a week, just because she has to. So when I need some, let you know. Okay, I will. Well, what you gave me, I had some stockpiled away. When I was able to get it this summer, I did buy a 2-kilogram bag of loose PG tips and a 1-kilo bag of loose Yorkshire Gold. And I'm getting to the bottom, getting about 3/4 of the way through it. So, but I've got some stashed away just in case. But, things like this happen. Lockdown, shit, we can't go out anywhere. You can go to the grocery store, but they have Lipton. That's lawn clippings in a tea bag. That shit is horrible. I'm sure those of you who have been here and tried it, the Lipton tea, the Lipton yellow. Oh God, ooh. That is definitively lawn clippings in a tea bag. That is horrible stuff, and I won't drink it. I'd rather just drink plain old water. You give me hot water over Lipton yellow any day, I'll be happy. So, let's see. Planning some short trips for the chapter. Cornwall. Yearly trip to Wales, Yorkshire Dales, and probably back to Scotland if we can't get to Europe. Yeah, Tony comments vile. Yeah, that's Lipton. That is just it's gross. So yeah, Lipton's not tea. No, it's lawn clippings. When you mow your lawn, your garden lawn, and then you just put that in a tea bag. You have Lipton. It's just they don't know what orange pico is to save their life. But that's what Americans think tea is. That's what people here think tea is Lipton, or what's the other one? Luzanne tea. Oh, that's marginally better, but not much. And Luzanne is basically your stuff that you get for iced tea. I know that's strange for you guys, but iced tea, you get used. If you're not raised with it, it seems weird. I like it. So you guys have seen me drink it on tour. I like it on tour. It gives you that caffeine boost and everything without having a hot tea in a 110-degree day in the Mojave Desert. So when I got my Billy the Kid mug, got that from our Legends tour in Fort Sumner, New Mexico. That's from the Billy the Kid Museum that we go by. That's a weird place, privately owned. But he's got all sorts of cool stuff. He's got not just from Billy the Kid, but from all the people of the Old West. It's actually a really cool place to go and look around. So, anyway, any other plans? Anybody else got any other plans? Let me know in the chat. So, Trish, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was different, wasn't it? It was not quite, didn't have quite the same, we're going to go see this amazing thing and this amazing thing, but it had some stuff to it that I hope made it good. So what did you like about it, Trish? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part of the tour? And yeah, I still smoke. Sorry. Maybe we'll do a few questions. What? Somebody's here. Hold on. All right. Okay, that was the UPS guy dropping off a package for us. So, all right, enough. Come here. Come on. Orthus. All right, crazy barking dog. Tell you one thing, the Orthus there, I would never need an alarm system. A squirrel farts up front and he barks. A rabbit with indigestion in the backyard that burps. It's he tells me. So yeah, but it's the best alarm system money can buy. Runs on food, water, and love. Works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's it. So let's see. Trish loved the very large array. Yeah, that's great. I like that too. That was a really cool spot. You can see where they filmed Contact there when she got the message from the aliens. So yeah, that was cool. Oh, and the Arecibo Observatory, Puerto Rico, is no more. What a bummer. That is gone, man. It collapsed in on itself. That's just a bummer, man. Okay, jeez. Well, he's doing his job. He's definitely doing his job. So Tombstone was great too. Let's see. Denise was great. Or Legends was great. Denise got giddy in Tombstone when she saw the OK Corral. Yeah, how about that? A whole tourism industry based on one little town, one little gold mining town in the middle of nowhere, Arizona, off of a 20-second gunfight. I mean, that was it. The whole thing at the OK Corral was about 20 to 30 seconds. That's it. And it just became legend. And now they've developed the whole town around it. The tourism and everything around that. That's pretty incredible. And you don't get that with a lot of the other places from the Old West. What? Is someone here to kill us? They're going to eat us. Okay. They're going to eat us. Yeah, they're going to eat us. So let's go through the people here. What was your favorite tour, and what was your favorite part of that tour? Give me a holler in the chat. Let's see what you guys say. See, Trisha, Tombstone was great too. Let's see, White Sands, Big Bend, our picnics. Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to do more picnic lunches where we can, just because they're fun, they're cheap, and we can have lunch in a really cool location. We don't have to go somewhere. No, don't have to go to a restaurant or something. It's nice just to sit out, and as long as the weather's good, sit out in the sunshine in some city park, or in some national park or something. So I'm going to try and do more of those, and hopefully that'll help make it a little bit more affordable too. I thought that would be nice. So, and White Sands, yeah, White Sands. That was a pretty place. It's almost kind of otherworldly. It's really bizarre. For a couple reasons. You think you should be on the beach in Barbados from all the white sand and everything, but we're 1,000 miles from the ocean. It's bizarre. And also where they open air tested the first atomic bomb. That was, that's way away from where we went, but we came close to it. We came as close as we could to it when we were going the other way on the north side of the park, when we were going east. So that was interesting. Let's see, Tony, 66 riding from the interstate up to the road to Santa Fe, and then riding into the sun after the van conked out. Yeah, that was funny. That was good. Yeah, that ride up to Santa Fe is that's one of my favorites, from Tucumcari, and Santa Rosa, up to to Las Vegas, just outside of Las Vegas, where we meet up with the interstate. That's just, like I've told so many people on tour, it's like you can see John Wayne riding over the hills, chasing a bunch of Indians. There were a few films filmed there too, on old westerns. So not many, but a couple actually. They were really low budget ones. I can't remember the name of them right now. So. Sarah, only having done the Route 66, loved every minute except maybe riding back into Chicago in the traffic. Yeah, LA traffic isn't any better. That's worse. Yeah, but riding into Chicago, that's always, I don't enjoy that. That's never fun, especially as a tour leader. Basically, it's the first day. Everybody's on an unfamiliar bike in an unfamiliar country. Most of the people in the group are on the wrong side of the road. They're jet lagged, and it's stressful. And for me, trying to make sure everybody stays together, we all hit the exits and everything, that is a pain in the ass. That is just horrible. I mean, if I'm on my own, that's something completely different. I can get around Chicago quick. I lane split. It's illegal. Don't do it there. But I'll do a little bit of it, or at least I'm able to zigzag around traffic by changing lanes. Get through places a lot quicker. But with a group, that's a whole different animal. That is really difficult, but we do it all the time, and I got years of practice and experience. But even then, it's still just a pain in the ass. I don't get me wrong, I like it. It's a challenge every time, but I enjoy it. That's why I'm still doing this. So let's see. Trish, coming down from Beartooth Pass in the fog. Scary. Yeah. Yeah, but Beartooth Pass. Oh, wow. That has got to be one of my favorite rides in the United States. I mean, it's Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. That's another one. That one is just amazing. I love that. The red sandstone on either side, these huge cliffs everywhere, riding along the Colorado River for a while. Just stunningly beautiful. I love that. That's there. But Beartooth Pass is on the top of the list. So is Highway to the Sun in Glacier National Park. We haven't done that one yet. I'd like to put something together to do that. So I love that. Also, another favorite is US 550. The $1 million highway from Durango to Ouray, Colorado, is super twisty, bypasses all these old gold and silver mines from the 1880s. Really cool, and it goes up and over the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, it's amazing. I love that ride. That's right here in Colorado. So maybe I'll do that this spring. Take the GoPro, put it on the bike, and share it with everybody. So I think you guys would love that. So Rocky Mountain High was brilliant. Arches National Park was a wow and timed well with the 4th of July fireworks in Moab. Yeah, we hit it. Yep, we hit it just in time for that one. Sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes we get it right on time. We hit a really cool spot on the 4th of July or a national holiday or something like Memorial Day or Labor Day, something like that. And we get to see some cool stuff and have fun and ride. So let's see. Moki Dugway was fun, as well as Monument Valley. Yeah, was very cool. Yeah, it's Moki Dugway. That's another one of those times where I'm shitting myself, not because of my writing, but because other people in the group. Because it is, except for the curves, where the curves down, where the big switchbacks are and the big curves are, they pave those, but the rest of it is a dirt road. And near the top, I mean, if you go off at the top, there's places where it's 1,000 feet down. It's just like, oh shit, okay, nobody fuck up on this one, please. Don't mess up. Okay, take your time, be careful. But the view from there, from the top of the Moki Dugway, it's just incredible, because you look off to the east and you see the Valley of the Gods, and that is just incredible. You get there on a really clear day. I love it. I think it's phenomenal. That's a good one. It's a really short bit, and that's right after we do the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area, because we come out of Glen Canyon National Recreation Area and then go down the Moki Dugway, and that is really neat. That's probably one of my favorite days of riding, is that day on the Wild West tour. Let's see. Do I have a favorite tour? That's like asking someone if they have a favorite child. Each one of the tours is different. Each one has something different that I love about it. I love the Rocky Mountains, but that's because I'm a hillbilly. I live up here in the Rocky Mountains. And that's, it's close to home, and I know the really good routes and the little back roads that most people don't know, and I'm able to do that one a lot. So I really do like the Rocky Mountain tour. Route 66, though, I have a tattoo of Route 66. Come on. That is always going to hold a very special place in my heart, just because of Route 66. I've done it 130 whatever times now, between camping tours and motorcycle tours. It's kind of like a second home to me. But yeah, each tour has something unique and different for it, and that's why I'm still doing it. So let's see. Wish I had a GS for that bit for Tony. Yeah. I wish I had my old BMW Paris Dakar, my old 78 Dakar, for doing the Moki Dugway. But then I'd be tempted to do something stupid, because I'd have a rally bike. So the Paris Dakar, the one that I used to have, that would be fun for tooling around the deserts in that area, especially going through like Valley of the Gods. It's all sand and dirt roads. That would be perfect. That would have been the perfect bike to go around Valley of the Gods, because there are dirt roads and tracks around there you're allowed to ride on. I would love to do that. That would be one that I would actually like to get again. Would be an original 77 or 1978 BMW Paris Dakar rally bike, because that thing was indestructible. I tried to kill that thing so many times, it never died. It never died. I rode the shit out of that thing, and it was just bulletproof. Every 6 months I did have to take the heads off and then take them off, bring them in the house, and then relap the valves with valve grinding paste. And I do that while watching TV, really, and just do the regular tune up and everything. But it was just indestructible. I love that bike. So what about you guys? What about a motorcycle that you used to have that you wish you had again? But what would be the bike? Maybe one that you started with Way back when? The first motorcycle you rode? Oh, that's a different question. But what's a motorcycle that you got rid of that you wish you could have back? That's a good question for everyone. Come on, let me know. What's that bike that you want back that you got rid of and regretted ever since? Because we've all got one. Mine was that BMW. Your 800 GS, no surprise. Tony, we need to just get you a tattoo of BMW, like right on your forehead or something. That's, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So, what year was that? The 800 GS. What year was that? Let's see, Phil Boyd. Two-stroke Kawasaki. Oh, the KH400. Oh my God, yeah, that two-stroke. Oh yeah, the suicide bike. The one where it just starts off real low on the power band, and then that two-stroke kicks in at a certain RPM, and all of a sudden and you just take off like hell. I mean, those were fun. Don't get me wrong. Most of the dirt bikes I rode growing up were two-strokes, and that was the cool part about them is it would putter along as you slowly turn the throttle, and all of a sudden you just hit that power band, man, and you were off. It just went like hell. I love that. Let's see. So the KH400, Dave, Kawasaki KH250. Those little bikes are a lot of fun. Little 250s and stuff like that. Those can be a lot of fun. I like those. And Tony says his GS was in 1980. Yeah, 1981. Before they put in all that electronic crap. All the electronic ignition and all that while you're still going off of points or either. Did that one have points, Tony, or was that one a cam sensor? I'm not sure. Ducati Monster. My regret for selling the bike from Louise. Okay, yeah. Ducatis are fun. I always like Ducatis. Well, I like anything with two wheels and a motor. Who's kidding? Bill Uloon almost killed myself on my mates. Yep. So, hi, Sarah. Hi, Dave. First real bike was a matchless G2 CSR. Competition tune engine. Ooh, bought it in 1966. Wow. A matchless. I've only ridden one matchless. Those are cool. That's a cool bike. I could see why you would want that back. It'd be like getting an old BSA or really old Norton or something. Okay, Tony. So that one was the cam sensor, the first generation cam sensor. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought the BMW brought in the cam sensor sometime in the early 80s. I wasn't sure what year. So thank you for that. So I'd love if Izzy would relieve my 16-year-old crazy days and relive my Yes, all those crazy things we did. We're living in our youth. Riding bikes like crazy, being insanity. Again? Really? Okay, the alarm system is now setting off false alarms. So, yeah, some of these old bikes, I mean, they were fun. One that I'd like to get back was a KLR 650, Kawasaki KLR 650. That would be great, especially because that'd be great for up here in the mountains. I could do a lot of trail riding again. That's something I'd like to get back into is riding trails. Not trial riding. That's different. This is just going up and taking those old mountain roads, those old mining roads, and 4-wheel drive trails. Harley ain't gonna do that. Sorry. Unless it's a 1970s, 80s AMF off-road bike that they made, but even then, those weren't that good. So, what are you doing? What are you barking at? Huh? Nothing there. Crazy bastard. I love him though. So, okay, let's one last question. What was your first motorcycle? What was the first motorcycle you rode? Or that you owned? Let's do that. What was the first motorcycle you owned? Let's do that. See, Phil says that my bro had a Honda SS50, but put a Honda C90 in it. Yes. That would be, yeah. Now the 50, that was a Cub, wasn't it? The Honda Cub? Or is that, no, that's a different. I'm trying to remember. Or was it, no, the Indian Cub. What was the 50? What was that? Was it the little trail one? Was it the Trail 50? Because I know they made a little. I know because I had one as a kid. My grandpa gave it to me. My mom about killed my grandpa, but that's what started it. Let's see what do we got here. Fizzy FS1E 60cc kit and Micron exhaust. Honda SS50 for me as well. Okay, so we all started. Sounds like several of us started out with those small bikes, those little baby ones. And yeah, it's like heroin, man. Once you get a taste, you're hooked for life. Oof, it is crazy. So, what else? SS just a standard moped. Uh-huh. You were a mod, weren't you? Uh-huh. I see. Just kidding. All right. Who else? Who else? What else we got here? Somebody else. How many people do we have in here? Oh, we only got 80 left. So only 8 people. I think I will do this weekend, and I'll get the link, and I'll get everything set up to where I can have people join, because this is annoying. I would love to have you guys on here live with me, and we could talk back and forth. That would make it go a lot better too. So, Honda 50 moped. Let's see what else. That's about it. Classes of moped over here, so you could ride under 50cc at 16, real bike at 17. Pass test day after my 17th birthday. Yes. Let's see. Barry here. First bike, CBF 125. Second bike, CBF 125 2. Has crashed the first one. Well, Honda dirt bikes, you're going to crash. I think I spent more on parts from crashing dirt bikes than I spent on the bike itself. You know, broken clutch levers, bent handlebars, no peg. You know, the peg is, back there in the weeds somewhere. Snap chains, blown out forks from trying to take that jump a little bit too far, too high. Yeah, I did that a few times. Getting covered in fork oil. You hit the ground and poof. Next thing you know, you get a spray of just fork oil all over you. And that shit's nasty. Oh, that stuff is gross. You got to get it off you too, because it's corrosive. It's really, really nasty stuff. Let's see. Barney here. First bike, CB. Oh yeah, I already got that one. Okay. So, yeah, it's I think I destroyed many a dirt bike. Now CBF. Yeah, that's a dirt bike, right? That's a off-road bike. Fee here. GS450 first bike. Yes. Now, Fee, what bike did you get recently? Tony said you got the new one recently. What was that? What did you get recently? Let's see. Dave, KH was my first bike, triple trouble. When I got around to taking my test, I rode a 125 to the school, rode a 500 Suzuki to take my test, and picked up my 96 cubic inch Heritage in the afternoon. Yeah. I like that. Yep. Let's see. Tony, she got the Street 750. Oh, good. Do you like that? Are you having fun with that, P? As much riding as you can do right now. But hopefully you're having some fun with that. 96 Heritage Softail. I always love that bike. I mean, just the all-around, all-purpose bike. You can go anywhere. You can do a long trip on it, and it's great for around town. Just small, zipping around traffic and all that. It's got the power to do it, but it's not big and cumbersome like like an Electra Glide or like my Road Glide. It's not that big and heavy or anything. So that's what I would say would be the all-around Harley for everything. So yes, she loves it. Good. Glad you love it. Great on our twisty Lake District lanes. Ooh, twisty. Aha. I got to come see you guys next time I get over there. I really do. I've been to the Lake Country, I think, once. And I think I just changed trains there. So, yeah, I would love to get over there and see you guys. That would be cool. And I think I would feel right at home because it is, well, the Lake District and hills and mountains and all that. So, well, hills. I guess you'd call them mountains. Not quite what we have here, but hey, they're still great. So, Anyway. Yep. Anybody else? Anything else anybody want to say? I'm probably going to wrap this up here in a little bit. So that's not the lakes, mate. We'll take you to a good boozer. Ooh. Okay. No problem. As long as they got good real ale, I'll be happy. That's one thing I missed this year about not going to the bike show, them canceling the bike show. I missed out on my real ale and pork scratchings. I love those things, both of them. So let's see. Denise, I got the Sport Glide in March 2018 because of its low saddle height to little legs reach the floor. So is that working out good for you? Did you get the reduced seat, the lower seat? Because that usually does help quite a bit. So you can put your feet flat, right? It's not like a Sportster where you're up on your tippy toes, right? See, 10 of them in a rough cider that will blow your arse off. Oh, yeah. I've had Scrumpy. Oh, yeah. When I was down in Devon, stayed with, oh, God, this is like a decade ago. Stayed with one of the guys from my tour. Unfortunately, passed away now. Had a farm down there. And his one of his friends had a cider house and an apple orchard. And we went over there and got completely rat-assed on just homemade cider. Oh, it's great stuff. Oh my God, it's good. But I mean, we were mixing it with lemonade and everything. Oh, they just poured me into the boot of the car at the end of the night. I could barely walk. It was fun. Oh, that was fun. It was good too. It was fun. But we just sat in the cider house. Just a little room off to the side there where they had a nice little fire going, fireplace with coal in it and little table, a few chairs and a barrel. And that barrel hurt us. Oh, dear God, that thing hurt us. Oh, we were all just completely slarmied. Oh, my God. So, anyway, it was great. And I didn't have to adjust the height for me, but had more padding pillion for the boss. Ah, okay. Let's see. Old Peculiar and the cider shandy. Ooh, okay. That sounds like that's gonna hurt. Any drink called an executioner, that's gonna hurt. That's that's just like Long Island iced tea. It doesn't sound like much, but man, that thing will put you on the floor. Now I have had a few cider shandies while I was over there. And those are nice. I could definitely see that in the summer. That'd be nice. Just sit outside, have a nice shandy. That would be really good. That would be delicious, actually. Maybe have that over here this summer. Oh. So, yep. Anyway, so those are the first bikes. We'll tell you what. We don't have a whole lot of people jumping on or anything yet. So, and we've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes or so. I believe so. Yeah, about an hour and 20 minutes. So tell you what, I am going to do some more research. And I'm going to figure out how to add everybody in. To add people into where we get just more than me just blathering along at you guys. So, and get everybody on here. So we'll do that. So, yeah, about an hour. Yep. Yeah, about an hour. Been going about an hour. So, my mantra on tour, about an hour. Yeah, how long does it take for Bear to go to the bathroom? About an hour. So tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and end this here in just a minute or so. So let's see. What I will go ahead and do is I'll do some more research and YouTube. Damn you had to change everything. So what I'll do is I'll do some research, figure out how to add people on, put a link out there for the next one of these, and I'll probably do one this coming weekend. So hopefully, was this time good for everybody? Let me know in the chat. If it was a good time for everyone, 1 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. your time. If it's a good time for you, just hit 1 in the chat, just the number 1. And let's see here. Thanks for the chat, Gary. It has brightened our miserable existence. Stay safe. I will. I definitely will. I'd like to get a lot more people on here. I'd like to start doing this kind of on a regular basis, at least, especially up until February, because we are going to be locked in. You guys are already locked down. I have a feeling that with the rate of infection and the way people are acting like morons in this country, we're going to probably end up going to a lockdown here as well. So I think this would be a great way just to socialize and have some fun. That's why I did it in the first place. So that sounds good. So anybody have anything last to say? So I'll set it. I'll probably set up the next one. I'll put it on my Facebook and share it with other people on the tour. Or on the tour with you that you're still in contact with. And hopefully Orthus will not be as vocal on the next one. Huh, buddy? You crazy bastard. And we'll go from there. And I'll go ahead and post the link on Facebook. And just tell everybody that we're going to do this again probably this coming Sunday. So I will put a notice up a couple days in advance. So that and day before, and just like I did last time. So that way we can all hang out and have fun again too. So having said that, any last comments in the chat? Anybody? Anyone? Any last comments in the chat? And Orthus says goodbye, don't you? Huh? Yeah. Okay. And it's getting time for walkies. I think that's why he's getting antsy. We got to go 2.5 miles. That's okay. I need it too. I'm not running around like, I'm not running around like a guy with his hair on fire on tour. So I got to do something. So it's good for me too. Keeps me in shape. So I think that's it. Thank you, Trish. I will stay safe. And to the rest of you, also, everyone, please stay safe, stay healthy. Don't catch the plague. Just keep yourself safe. Okay. And hopefully 2021 will be a better year. I'm sure it will be. Couldn't be any worse than the dumpster fire that 2020 was. So until next time, I will just go ahead and say thank you guys very much for showing up, and we will see you probably this coming Sunday. So feel free to email me. Feel free to comment, and this video is actually going to go live too. So you can come back and review this video later. You can say, hey, look, Bear's still alive, that weirdo. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm ending the stream. Thank you guys very much, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.